snaps. This is round two. We need all of the energy. We need to scream and holler for Iroquois High School!
My name is Jennifer Coca. I am from Cuba, and I am the future.
My name is Catherine Socias. I am from Cuba. Yo soy el futuro.
My name is Malkia Koika. I am from DR Congo. Je suis le futur.
My name is Oliver Herrera. I'm from Dominican Republic, and yo soy el futuro.
My name is Kim Ngân. I come from Vietnam. Chúng tôi là tương lai.
My name is Merlin. I'm from Guatemala. Yo soy el futuro.
My name is Cao. I'm from Vietnam. Chúng tôi là tương lai.
My name is Lisbeth. I'm from Cuba. Yo soy el futuro.
We are not strangers. We are just newcomers. Futurum means future in Latin. The reason why we decided to use the Latin word is because we all speak different languages, and Latin is the language that we all have in common. Futurum is a very diverse team. We represent 6 nations and 4 continents, which are uniting to advocate for teen immigrants and refugees. The team chose to work on similarities to integrate, celebrate, and to also protect immigrants and refugees' rights here in Louisville.
These are so important data about Kentucky. Louisville is on track to get into the top 50 cities in the United States with a majority population of foreign-born residents.
The Iroquois High School is the most diverse high school in Kentucky with over 54 languages spoken.
We have created a survey for ESL students at Iroquois High School to see what problems they face as immigrants. 74% say one of the main problems they face is learning English.
15% of them say they have a problem about post-secondary education. For example, how to get financial aid to pay for college. The last problem we have is the basic need with 11%. How to get insurance, food stamp, and other important stuff for their families.
Based on the results from the survey, we decided to create FUTURUM Team Immigration Forum, in which we invited different community leaders and students from the Newcomer Academy, which is a school designed for newcomers who have just arrived in Kentucky. Students took part in different activities in which they created questions to ask the panelists. Community leaders also were asked to bring information about services available in the community.
Our community is so important to us, so we want to share this video with you guys.
There are public Jumbo.
Hakuna
continue FUTURUM in the years to come. Our principal has already decided on continuing FUTURUM as a club in order to help our students settle down in their community and in their school. We will also want to maintain in contact with our community leaders. For instance, we recently got invited to the festival Fates to spread our diversity to all parts of Louisville, and in doing so, we hope that our immigrant community feels represented and welcome.
This challenge is so meaningful to us because we're immigrants.
These are our experiences.
This is who we are.
We are FUTURUM.
All right, FUTURUM, you got 3 minutes with your judges.
What are some of the things you guys talked about at the forum with the panelists?
During the forum with the panelists, we talk about healthcare, we talk about education, government, well-being, and housing, because those were the major concerns that we found in our survey. Those were the major concerns that teens, ESL teens in our schools were facing, so those were the focus of the Teen Immigrant Forum. But next year, we plan to conduct another forum, but the focus is going to be on English skills because 74% of English learners at our schools said that they struggle with English skills when coming to the United States.
You have a really diverse team, right? Language, countries. And so what about, is the next iteration of your group, is that going to be a requirement? Is that you have to be from another country? Tell me a little bit about that.
Everyone is welcome. We, on the forum that we did on April 9th, we invited juniors and, sophomores and juniors from Iroquois High School to participate so they can take the lead onto next year's, because FUTURUM is going to be a club in our school because our principal already decided that he really liked what we did. So everyone is welcome to join, and we're also going to invite other schools so they can participate.
We also invited the Newcomer Academy because they are coming to Iroquois High School next year, so they kind of feel welcome. And we want to let them know that we want to get the best out of that.
We want to provide a platform for leaders in the community and immigrant teens to speak up and talk about the issues that concern them. We really want to provide a platform for teens because I feel like immigrant teens are often misunderstood and underrepresented.
Like the main reason for the forum was to get all parts of the community together, from the panelists who are like the most common leaders we have in like our community, and students that often go unrepresented in our community. We wanted them to all get together and understand each other in order to fix our community's problem.
What do you think, based on this experience, that our diverse lived experience, all of y'all come from very diverse backgrounds, what does that tell us about our shared future as a society?
Could you repeat the question?
Sure. We all come from different places, and it's such beautiful to look across the stage and to hear the voices and the languages and to know the cultures those come from. And through this experience of sharing your diverse backgrounds and your cultures with each other, what do you think that you've learned that it points to the future, about our shared future that we all have together in celebrating each other's diversity?
Sometimes immigrants in the United States are misunderstood, but we are America. We represent America. We came here for better opportunities, and Kentucky is now our new home. And often people tend to think that immigrants come here to the United States to steal their jobs, and that is not true. We come here because we want better opportunities. We want our families to have a better future. We want to make our new home a better place.
So the forum is very commendable, and I think it did a good job of educating teens, specifically on the immigrant population. What action steps came out of that? Meaning, were there ideas that could actually impact teens? And you all know better than anybody the struggles that you would face coming to a new community. Was there something that was developed out of that that you could take as a tangible piece of work that could be applied and help people with it?
So at the beginning of the forum, everyone in the room was shy, and they were not comfortable with speaking up, or because they never had that experience even back home or here. So we gave them a voice. We gave them a platform to speak up. And by the end of the forum, everyone wanted to speak up. Everyone wanted to ask questions to the panelists that we often think they're intimidating because, you know, we see them on TV. And they went on stage and they asked questions, they were engaging because they actually wanted to fix the problems that they think our community has, which we actually do.
I want to follow up with the question that is facing our country. You know, you all have labeled yourself FUTURUM, great. Our country's having trouble with this future. Every day we hear we're dealing with this migrant, immigrant crisis. Would you all just take a moment and speak to us a little bit about how you are feeling, about how the language is being used on a national basis? We don't get a chance to hear from you. Talk to us a little bit. Talk to us a little bit. Over here. We need to hear your voices. Here it is. What are the adults getting wrong about the future in immigrants?
Okay, let me tell you a story. One day in Dixie Highway, there's a program Dixie Highway. My mother and I were going to buy food. And this woman was following us and she said, "Why are you speaking in your native language? This is America. Speak in English." And I turned to my mom and I told her, "Maman, elle veut qu'on parle en anglais parce qu'on parle anglais ici en Amérique." And then Mama said, "Wait, what?" That's what she said. She was like, "Wait, what?" She was like, "Malkia, dis-là que l'anglais n'est pas ma première langue, deuxième, ni ma quatrième langue. L'anglais, c'est ma septième langage." That means, tell her that English is not my first language, not my second language, not even my third. English is my seventh language. I really felt bad when she said that. I really did feel bad. And then my little brother, whose name is Bright was like, "Why don't we jump her?" He really said, "Why don't we jump her?" And then I was like, "Bright, she." And then Bright said, "My history teacher told me that America is a melting pot, which means everybody's welcome. I have the right to speak my language. I have the right to be whoever I want to be." And that woman looked at us, and then she asked me. She was ashamed, and then she asked me, "How long you've been here in America?" I was like, "Oh, I've been here in America for 1 year and a half." She looked at me. She was like, "What? 1 year and a half?" I was like, "Yeah, 1 year and a half. You're speaking English? You're speaking English?" Then I was like, "Yeah, at least I worked hard to learn your language. What about you? How many languages do you speak?" And after saying that, I walked away because I did not want to keep talking to her. I was very pissed off.
Y'all give it up for Iroquois!